Thanks for coming, everybody. My speech is on why marijuana should be decriminalized. People have been using the cannabis plant for many uses and for centuries. It would be safe to believe that the cannabis plant and all its uses can affect our society in a more positive way than many believe. The use of cannabis has been frowned upon by many people who do not fully understand its uses. It is viewed mainly as a recreational drug of which users can be seen in an intoxicated state of relaxation. Users are seen as outcasts or losers who are dirty and lazy. Due to the stereotype that users are dirty and lazy, people often think that people who use the plant will never go anywhere with their lives. However, people should cast their prejudice aside and actually look into the more positive aspects of the plant. The narrow-mindedness of people and how gullible people are tends to steer their views into one general direction. Being aware of the more useful aspects of pot may allow the general public to realize that the cannabis plant is actually a great resource to have. When looking at the cannabis plant, there are several things to consider. First, I will discuss what the plant is. Second, I will discuss the positive aspects. And third, I will explain how the positive outweighs the negative. The cannabis plant is a genus of plants that include 3 species. Cannabis sativa is the tallest of the 3 and is characterized by its long, narrow leaflets and more spacing in between branches. Cannabis indica is short, conical, and densely branched and is characterized by its short, broad leaflets. The cannabis indica plant was thought to have originated from the Hindu Kush mountains and able to withstand harsh, cold weather. Cannabis brutalis is the shortest of the 3 species and can withstand harsher weather than the other 2. It originated in Central Asia and goes into budding through auto-flowering or strictly through age and not the amount of daylight. All contain a substance called THC, a crystalline psychoactive molecule that is the cause of the high effect. It can be also found in hashish forms or hash oil. Hashish is the compounded resin of the THC. Thomas Jefferson once said, "The greatest service that can be rendered to any country is to add a useful plant to its culture." The quote above, when he said the quote above, that the greatest service to a country is to add a useful plant to its culture, in this case, he meant the cannabis. Despite people's negative views towards a specific plant, there is a great deal of positive uses. These positive uses are medicinal fiber, there is no actual known cause for addiction, and the fact that it can help the economy greatly. So to look at the medicinal uses, marijuana is known to help with Tourette syndrome, obsessive compulsive disorder, attention deficit disorder, attention deficient hyperactivity disorder, Crohn's, irritable bowel syndrome, Alzheimer's, glaucoma, AIDS, arthritis, and pain, and analgesia. The stem part of the plant could be dried and used as the fiber hemp. Hemp is used to make many accessories that are quite famous between teenagers and to make cloth. Studies show that there are no known causes for addiction to using marijuana. A recent U.S. government survey shows that 98 million people over the age of 12 had tried smoking marijuana at least once, and 14 million people had used it a month before the survey. These large numbers show that many people are using this plant. It also shows that just from those who had taken the survey, however, these numbers cannot account for everyone. If the numbers are this large in just the U.S., imagine how great the number would be worldwide. To decriminalize this so-called drug and selling it can have a great impact on the economy. Sure, there are risks to using marijuana, but I believe that the positive outweighs a negative. Some say that marijuana is a gateway drug, of which it opens the user's eyes to more dangerous and harmful drugs. I do not believe this to be true. Many users that I know personally that have been using this drug do not feel that they should experience other more harmful drugs. The possibility of other health issues are then brought up, such as brain damage, lung cancer, and loss of will to do anything. These are all possibilities Yes, but the user must learn to regulate and know how to avoid them. And in conclusion, George Washington said to make the most of the Indian hemp seed and sow it everywhere. If our founding fathers found nothing wrong with it, neither do I. I believe things aren't made evil until man starts tampering with it. If it grows in the ground and left in its all natural state, I don't believe it to be a drug.